Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weed News. I am your host, Mike Cannon. Apologies in advance, which I feel like that's how I start every episode, but my eyes are similar to the panda on my shirt because I just ate an edible before flying from LA to JFK yesterday, and I'm still in the thick of it. Let's get started. Is that a dragon? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Graphics guy, that's on you. In Arizona, a man stands accused of trying to trade a $160,000 diamond for about $20 worth of weed. Doesn't this have 90s sitcom written all over it? Some kid swipes his mom's bracelet to pay for the new video game he wants. Turns out that bracelet made it all the way through the Holocaust in a sock tucked inside his grandmother's vagina. The mom notices the bracelet is missing. She's like, honey, have you seen Nana's bracelet? What? No, I've never seen. What is this new video game? Oh, how was I supposed to know it was priceless, Mom? I had no idea. Now I have to go get it back from the pawn shop. Cut to the kid getting up off his knees inside the pawn shop, wiping off his face. He's like, now can I get it back, mister? The guy's like, too much teeth, kid. And the kid's like, but it was my third time in a row. And the guy's like, oh, fine, you can get it. The end. We all watch TV shows like that. Anyway, the guy got arrested, and that's that. Today is apparently a men do the darndest thing episode because a Fort Lee, New Jersey man was just arrested for bringing weed to court where he was scheduled to appear on marijuana possession. As part of standard security screening, the officials opened the man's bag to check it for metals, bombs, or other things people bring into a courthouse, and instead found rolling papers, Dutches, my kind of guy, and a smidge under 50 grams of marijuana. In all fairness to this guy, court hearings are very stressful. I know I can barely wait to get off government property while I've narrowly averted a fucking jail sentence just to like, I gotta hit it, man, I gotta calm down. I was almost behind bars. I'm not a caged animal. There's wind out here. I need to be free. I don't know why I gave him that accent, or myself that accent in this case, but apparently I get super southern when I'm almost in jail. I genuinely hope this guy brought all of these supplies to court so he would do a demonstration to show how harmless marijuana is. Just take 10 J's to the dome in front of everybody, touch your nose, do your ABCs backwards, walk a straight line right up to the judge, pick his jaw off the floor, do a Michael Jackson spin, and boom! Weed is legalized for the entire country because of this brave man. But no, they just slap the cuffs on this guy, take the weed, never to be seen from again. I swear to God, I just want 6 minutes in the police impound room. You kidding? I leave that place looking like I just ate 14 powdered donuts. Just what, officers? No, I'm just a little frantic because I'm excited to be a part of the law system. The law system, judicial system. I don't know how this thing works, but learning about it, this is fun, right? Right. Now it's time for a brand new segment, What to Watch While Weeded. I almost just threw up saying it. Well, take a look at our first video.
It is not gonna interfere anymore.
For God's sake!
My favorite part is when the Hulk fights the gorilla. Who said that 1970s TV didn't touch on interracial conflict, right? That old chestnut, the green against the brown. I don't blame you for turning this off right now. I am the Hulk with no muscles. My snark just flares up and I become a huge twat. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry because I'm just such a meanie. If you want to watch the full borderline incoherent episode, it's season 1, episode 4, The Beast Within, which weirdly enough is what I'm gonna call my first comedy album. It's that time again, Toker Tech! Rainbows coming out of my fingertips. That's what happens when I jerk off guys, too. This week, I'm gonna be reviewing the edible I'm currently experiencing called High Tolerance Edibles Concentrate 200 milligrams. I'm barely keeping it together. So I put out a tweet yesterday to the lovely fans of the Weed News that said, hey, I'm in LA, can anybody bring an edible to Santa Monica before I fly home? Who would have thunk it? You guys delivered, and boy, did you send me into a spiral. So, I ate this cookie. 20 minutes later, I felt the tingle. I'm like, ooh, this is good. I'm excited. 20 minutes, quick acting. I'm gonna really enjoy this plane ride. Then we missed the flight. Then, 40 minutes after that, I'm sitting at the gate just kind of like, well, this is peaking for sure. I'm eating, there's things dropping from my face. I genuinely just looked like a slob and I was like, all right, this is the height of it. I'm glad I'll be coming down on the plane. No siree. They decided to ramp up the motherfucking action as soon as I got into this compressed tube that's about to fly through the goddamn air with technology that I flat out don't understand. I was experiencing full-on hallucinations. I thought we backed out of the jetway about 3 different times. I kept checking out of the windows, freaking out because I felt literally like we were backing up. I looked over so much that I think the dudes next to me thought I was cruising them, which I may have. It's not my fault I tapped my toe on their foot a couple times too many. Hey, those bathrooms sometimes get lonely, and frankly, it was a few days without my girlfriend. But I have honestly never experienced visuals while high on marijuana. I was getting cosmic stuff, rainbows, thunderstorms, lightning. The plane was throbbing from the inside. Mother Winslow from the Family Matters was floating across the screen wearing sunglasses. She looked even more like a California raisin. Honestly, the flight and my experience on the edible led me to believe that I am one of the most skilled pot consumers on the planet, because I have a feeling that if any other human being was experiencing the tumultuous event inside their body that I was going through yesterday, they would have been carted off that plane in a goddamn straitjacket. Instead, I just weathered the storm. I sat there through absolute demonic thoughts, constant self-doubt, revelations, is God real? Who knows? And got to New York like a motherfucking G. So all in all, I would recommend I love that, how it's, yeah, no, do it. But all in all, I would recommend high tolerance edibles, concentrates 200 milligrams, but know your dosage. Like I always say, I went in there real cocky, ate the full 200 milligrams, thought I could take on the world. Instead, I would maybe cut that baby in half and experience a few less of the dimensions than I did. And that's this week's episode, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient, and that goes for you, Federico. I know it's a tough job to watch me stumble through this thing when I have half my brain functionality. But you look real cute today in that goddamn pirate blouse. I might have to fucking pour some guacamole on that ass and eat it. I'm a huge avocado guy, what can I say? His ass is just, you know, an unfortunate byproduct. Or will I say bonus? Whichever, it's gonna happen, and boy does it look greasy. Guys, please remember, as always, to subscribe to the Weed News right below. Thumb up it, share, tell your friends, because frankly, we're drowning here. Follow me on Twitter at I am Mike Cannon. Been loving the tweets we're getting lately from fans. It's been a delight. Also, listen to my podcast called Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. I wonder why I did this, as if I'm a scorned old man just, well, let me tell you what the world used to be like, Sonny Dick. You know what it's about: corruption, conspiracy, consciousness. The 3 C's of the world. We actually have one more. We have a cunt co-host called Dave. Thank you so much for watching again. Federico, get that fucking anteater dick back in your pants. Seriously, it's disgusting. It looks like a dirty sock is pulled over a regular penis. See you later. The outtakes of this are just gonna be me.